journal ideas. So you can create beautiful bullet journal page ideas for your daily spread. Plan with me these mood trackers, which can be or which can inspire some of your bullet journal setup. Okay, so let me just have a quick look if everything looks okay. So give me a couple of moments just to double check that we're good to go, that you see everything fine. Let me just check that. I'm very excited to share these mood trackers with you because I have been experimenting with my own, to be completely honest with you. So sharing that with others is great. I'm actually writing an article for our sites and art, okay, which you'll find a more details, so not just how to create them, but also why they're so important. So I think we're good. Let me just make it straight, and I think we can start. Okay. We'll start with our first one. So just to talk through my supplies, I have a ruler. I have obviously my bullet journal, which is fantastic. I have a pen and then colorful pens. I'm usually using colorful pens instead of watercolors, but if you watched yesterday's tutorial from Ardak, she uses a lot of watercolors on her creations. So let's open the first one. So you'll see that I have already created some outlines. This is just notes for me what I should take you through. And these will be the first mood tracker. I really like this setup. And the reason is because I will have the different feelings, different emotions throughout the day that I feel or that I want to track. So it basically can be feelings and emotions that you want to track. So it's not necessarily to have them all, obviously, because they're countless. And then areas of your life. So I'll take you through that as well. And then we will create a little bit of a table that we can color based on how we feel. So let's start. So I'll just name this. This is my August mood tracker. So as an FYI, I've already created my July's setup. I'm going to show you how I did that as well, but let's start with this. And obviously, if you write, depending on how you write your title, there might be space for some more creative elements which you can add, or you can leave them as is. It's completely up to you. I usually keep my journal quite minimal. And the reason is because I want to make it super practical, and for me keeping it minimal is great. Our doc is usually creates these beautiful spreads which work for her and some of our artists, so it's completely up to you. So by the way, guys, do let me know if there is if you're online, if you're watching, just say hi. If everything's okay, most of all if you see this okay. So I'm going to focus on 6 type of moods or feelings. It's up to you. So this is going to be my I guess 6 mood tracker. It's okay. So my first mood is thrilled, super thrilled, then happy, tired, because this is another good one, sad, calm, and anxious. These are some things that I wanted to track, so this is why I'm putting emphasis on them. So I'm going to, I guess, color them. I'm going to use my color pencils. So I'm going to use, for example, green. Green will be my thrilled emotion. Okay. Red will be my anxious emotion. And then let's take yellow. That will be my calm emotion. Let's see what else I can. Blue. Okay, so blue can be my happy emotion. And then I guess purple. Purple can be my, although maybe gray. Okay, yeah. Gray will be my sad, tired, sorry, my tired emotion. And then blackish, there you go, my black. Black will be my sad emotion. Okay, so these are my emotion set. Let's try and look into the areas of my life that I want to track this for. So this is P for personal. R for romance. So these are aspects of my life. S for self-care. And for nutrition. F for fitness. W for work. And O for overall. Overall day, for example. Okay. I always start my spreads with pencil, and that is because if I make a mistake, I know that I can quickly erase them, and I take my through with a pen, and so I just keep my journal as neat as possible. So you can do a similar thing if you want to. Okay, then I'll take my ruler and we're going to create a table. Okay. Okay, so the first is work, okay, personal, romance, self-care, nutrition, fitness, and then overall. And let's take this through again. So on this side, it's the your parts of your life that you want to track, and then on this side will be days of the month. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 5, 26, 27, 29, 30. So we are actually in August. So August has 30 days. So we're going to leave it that way. Let me create the vertical first lines. So the bullets on this journal, they're amazing. They guide you through so you do not make any mistakes, right? Fantastic. Who here has bullet journal from Zen Arts? And how do you find it? Okay, and one more. Perfect. Now, let's do these lines. Obviously, there is more space, so you can add more areas of your life that you want to track to see if you're happy. Like you can add friendship, family. It's completely up to you. I guess the point of doing a mood tracker is to identify those activities, those things that bring you joy, and those that do not bring you joy, those that stress you, those that make you feel better. And then when you, for example, do not feel better and you want to feel better, then based on the activities that you have identified from your mood tracker, you can do those things that make you feel better. For example, if you haven't exercised for a really, really long time and you know that exercise brings you joy, when you do, you can put it back into your life. If, for example, spending more time with your friends brings you joy, you can then do that more. If you're not happy about your month's life, then figure out how you can be happy about with your month's life. So mood trackers basically helps you identify how you can bring more joy to your life, what affects you negatively, what affects you positively. So it's actually worth tracking your mood. This is the first mood tracker, so overall we'll go through 5 different mood tracker setups that will inspire your daily spreads, journaling daily spreads, I am sure. I'm also going to show you how to use it. Perfect. Okay. So, probably already know how this will go. If, for example, on day 1 of August for your work you feel excited or thrilled, you can color it green. Personal life in general, you might feel happy. And romance, let's say that you're happy. And then self-care, you feel calm. Or you feel actually anxious about your self-care because you haven't done some in a while. Nutrition, you might be anxious. Fitness, you might be happy with fitness, you never know. Then let's say overall, how would you characterize your life? And then probably you'll say, oh, you know what, overall I feel happy because, okay, most of the things in my life I'm happy about. And if, for example, you feel anxious, then look at the area of your life that you feel anxious about. Nutrition, okay, so nutrition affects you quite a bit. So you can go and improve that. Yeah, and that's it, pretty much. So this is the first bullet journal setup. What do you think? Do comment below. So let's move to our next one. Our next one, so I haven't really done anything, so it will be a bit of a surprise for you. But before we do, maybe it's worth actually going to the one that I have created for July. Here you go. Again, it follows, it's a tree, I hope you can say. And then you have the leaves, and the leaves represent a day in the month. So, and then you color it. So I started I haven't put next to the color the feelings, emotions, and my mood, so I'm going to do that as well. Cool, so let's create a new one. It's going to be leaves as well. So like I said before, I always start with a pencil because I feel that it's easier if I make mistakes or I'm not happy, that I can go back and fix it. So I'm going to make something like that. I'm quite happy with this. And so then I'll take my pen and I'm going to go through it with my pen. Doesn't have to be exact, but it actually gives you a little bit of a sense of what's going on, right? Cool. And now that you've done your outline, do you know what we're going to do now? We're going to start creating leaves. And each leaf will represent a day in the month, so that can be one. So instead of adding the date in, we can add it outside. So I want to give that a go. Okay. Let's go to 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are halfway through, right? 17, 18, 20. We might need to do something like that. 21, 22. It can be a little bit more sparse. Let's do that. Six, 27, and let's go lower, 28, 29, and 30. So I know for sure that in September it's 30 days. So if it's more, you can do more. Here maybe you can put some notes. On this side, we're going to put our emotions. You can also do some creations here, I guess. Like, for example, you can make flowers, create more branches. Okay. let's do the emotions. I think I'll stick to the similar emotions, to be completely honest with you. I think they work for me. So, okay, let's see. So it's 5, 6. So I had 6 emotions. Okay, I'll do something similar. So thrilled, happy, tired, sad, calm, and anxious. Okay, let's write here mood tracker. You can put here like a small, I think this is September, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, it's September. I'm going to hide this a little bit. So I'm going to use a correction pen. Thank God those exist, right? September 2021. Okay. And then again, you can use, I don't know, so tired, it's gray. Black sand. Then anxious, I think, is red. Yellow is calm. Thrilled green. And then happy is blue. And that's it. And then based on the days, you can color this. So depending on how you feel, if you feel anxious maybe on the first day of July because you need to find holidays to go to, or you're going on holidays and you need to do a lot of things before you go. So obviously you can make these more sparingly to fit in longer. Yeah, but this is another one that you can do. Well, maybe we could. Sorry guys, I'm not. Maybe let me see if I can zoom. Sorry, I did not realize it. Are you able to see? Oh, okay. You are able to see it, I think. Okay. So let me zoom out. Thank God I have Beatrice. No. A little bit zoom. Okay, let me just try another one. Okay. I think now it's better, right? Perfect. Okay. So let's summarize what we did today. So we did the mood tracker with, I guess, boxes where you have your emotions, the part of your life that you want to track. And then we did the mood tracker with leaves as well. So that's 2. Are we ready to go for a third one? Okay, so third one, it's in the month of October. Okay. So October has 31 days. So we're going to turn our bullet journal horizontally for this one, but before we do, let's name this section. I'm going to provide you with a few different options, but you can always look for more inspiration online on Pinterest. I use Pinterest actually for some of my inspirations and tests that I wanted to do, because you need to find what works for you at the end of the day. And that's why I'm trying, at least in this session, I'm trying to provide you guys with definitely a few different options for different needs. So hopefully they will work for you. So what are we doing? We're going to create a chart. So this is a mood tracker chart where we're going to rank it from 1 to 10. 1 being I feel lousy, to 10 I feel great. You can also do from 0 to -5 or +5. So it's actually up to you, however it works for you. But I'm going to do that. Initially I want to do it from 1 to 10. But now that I mentioned that, I think it might work for me as well to start from 0. So we're going to put -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. And then +1, +2, +3, +4, and +5. And then you can create dots basically. Let's put the day of the month here as well. 2, 3, 4. Maybe you can put it this way too. Okay, maybe I'll do a bit of a correction here. Sorry guys, I just realized that there is another way we can do that to make it a bit more easier, I suppose. Okay, so we'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Then 21, 22, 24, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Okay? And that's it, by the way. That is the setup of our next mood tracker. And then the way that you will track this is basically depending on how you feel, again, from lousy to exciting. So for example, if you feel okayish, you can put a dot here. And then the next day you might feel thrilled, let's say, here. Then sad here. And then in this way, you can now also connect the dots. Sorry, I think we can do it manually anyway. And then you can see the moods that you go through basically. So quite interesting. Maybe some days you might feel like same, like okayish for quite a few days. So yeah, this is another one. It's a good one, I think. And you can actually make notes as well. So maybe you can put an asterisk in a place and say, like here, you can also write, by the way, let's say that too much work or spend time eating rubbish, whatever it is, like for example, eating rubbish, no, exercise. So you know exactly what might have caused it, or you know, went on a date, or my period came, whatever it is for you. And that way you might find, okay, so what are the things that affect you positively and negatively? So that's another one. This is a quick setup, right? Okay, so just to summarize for those that joined now, we looked into 3 different setups. Mood tracker number 1 is areas of your life by the feelings, how you feel. So you create this nice table. And then number 2 mood tracker is with leaves. It's basically depending on how you feel, you color the leaf that represents the day of the month. And then the third setup is our horizontal setup. It's basically you put how you feel, and then next to it you can make comments. It's absolutely up to you. But I think it's so good also to have comments, because you know exactly what happened that day. It's a little bit like a calendar, this is supposed to be. So we have 2 more. So our next one is a circle one. We're going to do it like mandala. I have a compass, by the way, somewhere. Oh, sorry for the noise. So I have a compass here. So I'm using this. But if you don't, I saw our deck actually showing how we can do it with a piece of paper. So I think she had something like that, like a piece of paper, where she had something stable, and then another dot here. Let me see if I can do it like she did. So I'll put it here, yes. And then you can basically move the paper slowly, something like that. But I'm not going to destroy mine actually. So I've used a compass basically to do this. So a compass is super easy. If you might have it, especially if you have kids, probably your kids have it, it's super easy to use. So I use that, and I'm going to use my pen to go through it. So this is a little bit of a mandala type of mood tracker. We actually have on our site a habit tracker article where I share the different ways you can track habits as well. So definitely worth looking into that too. Okay, let me just write mood tracker, and if I'm not mistaken, this will be November. So November 2021. And now November has 30 days. So we're going to try and see. I'm going to use a pencil for this, just to make sure I get the lines correct. So this is the middle. This is the 1/4. Okay. And then we need approximately 8, I think, so 1632. So yes, 7-ish to 8. So let's do 7 in some case, 8 in other cases. So let's see what we can do. Always have the center as your compass, so you don't make any mistakes. Okay. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no. So I think we need to make it, if I look at this again here, so we need to fix approximately 7, so it needs to be less than this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, that doesn't seem. Maybe we can do something like that. So that's 2. Okay, so we already have 8. So let's do this one as well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So done with that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hmm. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay, let's see. 6, 27, 28, 9, 30. Yes, we're done. So I'm going just do this a little bit with a pen, super quickly for you. It's okay if some things or some setups are not perfect. Most of the times we're learning. We don't have to be harsh on ourselves. The point is to track things consistently in your life. I think that's the most important thing to focus on, to be completely honest with you. So, and it's okay if some days are bigger than others. Some our days won't be as, our days are not the same. Every day is different. So I guess this is also showing that. Okay, so my 10. Mood trackers are great. Especially if you're not sure what affects your mood or why you're moody. You can always make notes, write things down, identify how you can improve how you feel, how you can change your life, how you can make it better. Positive people tend to live longer and happier, by the way. So I guess you just need to focus on making yourself happier. And so this is the round part, which is fantastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create like an arrow. Basically we have here, so I have five emotions. You can add 6. I mean, we have been doing 6 so far. Let's stick to 6 then. Okay. So basically these will be the colors of our emotions. And we're going to use an arrow. Actually, you know what? This is a little bit of a different setup. So here we're just monitoring the level of happiness. How happy are we? From extremely, extremely happy to extremely sad, let's say. So we don't really need the 6th I guess box, so I'm going to erase it. So don't worry too much if you change your mind, or it's okay, it's your own bullet journal. So here is the feeling of okay, here it's the extremely sad, and here is the extremely thrilled. We can color these boxes, so let's say green. Okay, and then let me remind myself what we've done previously, so we can do something similar. Blue can be happy. Okay, and then we can have tired, or like actually no, sorry, we can have calm, like I'm okay, not too bad, so that can be yellow. So not too happy but not too sad. And then we have 2 more colors, which is gray and red. So red will be like I'm extremely unhappy, like I'm not happy at all, I'm anxious, I don't feel that well. And then grayish is like gray days. They're gray, but yeah, you just go with it. And then you can color within those. Again, you probably see I have pen and pencil at the same time. It's okay. As soon as you go through the pen and the ink has dried, you can just take your eraser, erase areas that like the pencil part, and you're good. That's what I do. It's not a big problem, but it does help you when you first start to create things, to keep everything in line. And now, if you're creative, then you can draw something here. You can draw plants, you can draw anything you like. Again, this is a quick setup, quite easy to do. So let's do another summary, quick summary of what we've done so far. So we have the mood tracker with the boxes, so your different parts of your life to how you feel, plus overall how you feel. And then the leaf tracking, basically we have the feelings and day of the month. And then we have the horizontal chart. Basically you can put how you feel and also why you feel that, if you know. if you can identify that, I guess it's super important. And then the latest that we did is this mandala type of tracking, where you have your emotions from extremely happy to extremely sad, and you will just color the days of the month in a round form. So that was our fourth, and let's go to our last one. I can't believe that we're at our last tracking. Okay, so let's take our pencil again. So this will be a little bit different as well, in the sense that different and similar, we'll see. So let's name this, so mood tracker. And we're going to call it, so this is December 2021. We're going to use some of the elements from the previous mood trackers, and we're going to adapt it in a different style. So first of all, we'll have the boxes that will express how we feel on top. Okay. So here is again different one. So we're going to track different things. We can again track happy, good, okay, bad, and depressed, or we can stick to our what we started: thrilled, happy, tired, sad, calm, anxious. Actually, I want to track those things, so I'm going to create 6 boxes. I'm going to start from here. Okay. I'm going to erase what I've done, which is, this was my inspiration to create this journal. So I'm using the inspiration, but I'm going to create something that is adapted to my own needs. Okay. Again, here you can use the arrow. I'm just showing you different things that you can do, and I think this is super important for you to get inspiration for your own bullet journal setups. Okay, so we have thrilled, so we can put here maybe like this: thrilled, happy, tired, sad, calm, anxious. Let's color these boxes as well. So thrilled, we say, is green. By the way, the fact that you're painting, it's also therapeutical. So mood tracker is not just by tracking mood, it's also doing something therapeutic for you. And be more aware of how you feel. I think this is super important. We go through life without understanding how we feel, and a mood tracker helps you understand exactly how you feel in each day and adapt accordingly. So tired is gray, if I remember correctly. We always want things to be done quickly, but sometimes we need to take our time, because for our own mental health, we really need the time to focus. And it might be a few seconds, because painting a box takes literally seconds. And at the end of the day, it may make us feel good. So calm. I do remember we said it's yellow. And then red. So let me just put it here. Now we're going to create boxes and the day of the week. I also think this is a bit quicker to do. So I'm going to create a bit of 7 boxes per line, basically. And I want to leave space at the bottom so I can do something creative. And then we can just link these boxes. I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4 dots horizontally and 4 vertically. And then the day of the month, I'm going to write it just on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll continue that. So yeah, is anyone here have a mood tracker that wants to share? By the way, it would be good. I'm showing, this is the 5th mood tracker that I'm showing. I just saw that more people have joined, so welcome guys. In this video I'm sharing 5 mood tracker options. We're doing a live session, so it's a step by step, which is quite exciting. I'll show you the previous, the ones that just joined. I'm going to show you what we've done previously as well. So these are 5 different mood trackers that you can use for your bullet journal setup. Mood tracking is super important for your mental health, in the sense that you can check what brings you joy, what brings you anxiety, what brings you happiness and what sadness in your life, and identifying what affects your mood can then empower you to take control of your life and do more of the things that bring you joy, and leave behind the things that bring you not so much joy. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21. Okay. And also let me know if there's any that you really like and you want to definitely give a go, and which moods actually you would like to try, like which, not try, but track. Which moods would you like to track? I think I would be more interested in that, because each person has different moods that they want to track. Usually like happiness and sadness are standard. Anxiety, calmness, there are so many emotions that we can feel throughout the days, and for each person there might be slight changes to what they want to track. So tracking through journaling is, honestly, it's fantastic. So 21, 22, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And we have a couple more lines. And I'm using 4 dots per box here. We discussed the importance of painting and how painting can be help you release stress, and how a lot of people have taken up journaling because they notice that they can find more about themselves, which is great. think, oh, wait, have I missed? So 1, 2, 3, 7, 14, 21, 28, 29, okay. I didn't have to do that many then. So this was, I think it's December, yeah. So and it's December, it's 31. I'm going to delete the last 2 lines. I don't think I need them. So this leaves you space to create something beautiful, like cupcakes, like Christmas related things. So maybe like tree decorations. I'm going to do probably something closer to the time when I'm going to create my spread for December. I'm going to make it, I'm going to draw something on this area. So definitely do that as well if you want to. Like you can paint trees, whatever you want, decorations. So that's our last mood tracker. Shall we look into the summary of all those things that we've done so far? So we've created 5 mood trackers, by the way, guys, for 5 different personalities, or to test. You can also give this a go because these are great bullet journal page ideas. Okay, let's look at this bullet journal tracker. So this one is with boxes. It's basically you have your emotions matching a section of your life, and we've decided to track personal, romance, self-care, nutrition, fitness, work, and overall. Well, it's basically overall. And based on what you feel about certain areas of your life, you can also understand, okay, so how these affect your overall day. So if, for example, you haven't exercised, has this affected mostly your day, or your relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or with your family? Have they affected? These are just examples. These are the ones that I've decided, but you can add more. Like you can add friends, you can add family, you can add school, education, personal development, whatever you want here. So it's up to you. You have a whole space in this journal. So it's fantastic. So this was our first mood tracker. Our second mood tracker was with leaves. So basically we created around line like this, a little bit creative. We have our emotions, we're tracking the same emotions, and then we have leaves. And each leaf represents a day in the month, which we can color depending on how we feel. And let's move to our third mood tracker. Our third mood tracker is basically something like a chart. Fantastic. It's from, so it's days of the month, and then you have 0 in the middle. So this can be potentially so and so, like I'm not really sure how I feel. And then you have -5, so that's -5 is like I'm the saddest, depressed. And then +5 can be like I'm thrilled, like I'm in heaven. And so, and then you just mark. And if you know what has affected that day, you can also like make a note on this one. Great setup. I kind of like this one. I'm really excited to use it. Now let's go to the next one. Next one is a bit of a mandala type of mood tracker, where you have from extremely happy to extremely sad. You have 5 boxes actually, and then you feel this circle. So you have a circle, and then each part of the circle like represents a day in the month, and then you can color it. Let me see, I think B is for, do you have any already completed mood tracker from the previous months that you're willing to share? That's a good, all super interesting ideas though. Okay, so I don't actually, I'm starting in July, my first mood tracker. I used to have that, but in my old setup, what I've done actually in these months, I have something that's called the circle of life. So I have something that's called the circle of life. So it's basically, I have added romance, relationships, nature, hobbies, home environment, spirituality. So again, this is another way of tracking how happy you are. And these weren't on a daily basis, this was a monthly, like at the end of the month, where you evaluate different parts of your life and what you want to work on. So for example, if you're happy with your finance or your amounts, your relationship, whatever. Like I am a person that sleeps a lot. So I'm quite happy with how I sleep, but I'm not happy with my exercise, for example. So I look at the circle and I say, okay, so sleep, romance, relationships, they are top, okay. So I need to work on nutrition, finance, exercise. Okay, I'll work on that, and then I'll need to bring exercise towards the top because it basically represents a wheel of life. So a wheel, if it's not round, cannot help you move in your life easier, right? So the point of here is to make sure that all meet at the top. So if you're happy with all parts of your life, that means that you're just gliding through life. So there is no difficulty in your life. So that's what I have been doing so far. And in July, so from July, I'm going to do like a 3 mood tracker. So this is a July setup for me. So that's why I don't have a completed to show, to be completely honest with you. Yes, yeah, exactly, Beatrice. So Beatrice says that this is the wheel of life is something similar to what Ardak showed. Yes, I learned about this when I was doing a health coaching certification, and they were stressing quite a lot about it. And yeah, let's continue. So this was our third, I think. No, this was our fourth. And let's go to the final one, which is our fifth. And this is with the boxes again. So thrilled, happy, tired, sad, calm, anxious. And then you can color based on how you feel each day. And this section, we left it blank so that closer to, because this is for me is December. So closer to December, when I'm going to complete the setup for December, I'm going to create some beautiful drawings as well. Maybe not as well as Ardak, but I'll do my best. So is there any other questions that you have, guys? Otherwise, I think we're done. What did you think so far? I'm going to definitely provide more information as well. If you have any questions, you can catch me on this thread of comments, by the way. So really excited to see what you guys think of it. And yeah, I'll see you soon. I think I'm going to go now so I don't take more of your time. Thank you so much for watching. I used bullet journal from the Zen Art. So this is one of our bullet journals. It's beautiful. You saw how I used it. And yeah, I'll see you soon, guys, in the next bullet journal video.